Good morning, everybody. It's Dana. Bet you guys thought I wasn't going to put up a video today because it wasn't waiting for you, huh? Normally what I do is I film my videos at night because that's when I'm feeling best. And then I schedule them to go up the next morning at like 7 a.m. But I did the prep work on this next set of cards and it just took longer than I thought it was going to take. So I wasn't up for actually doing the video after that. So here we are. Our next set of cards. And I have done some prep work, so I want to show you what I've done, okay? I have my card bases. These are just A2 size cards, an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cut in half and scored in half, okay? So they're just 4 1/4 by 5.5. And I've got them going opening portrait style, okay? And the next thing I've done is, and this is important, you need 4 different patterns, okay? So I've gone through the paper collection and I've chosen 4 patterns that I thought went well together, okay? And what I've done is I've cut them to a mat size. So they are 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and what I did, and I've already prepared 8 cards off to the side. So what I did was I took the 12 by 12, okay, and I cut it at 5 1/4, okay, and then I took the 5 1/4 strips and I cut them at 4. So I got 3 sets of 4. So it will make 12 cards. Okay, so I have those ready. And what we're going to do with these, and it's important that you are cutting your paper together, okay? Because we want them to be exact same sizes if possible. Now, I have a rotary cutter and it allows me to do that because it's a rotary blade. If you do not have a rotary cutter, just do 1 page at a time and try and be as exact as you can, okay? And this is called the stack and shuffle technique. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack all four mats together. And I'm gonna put them in my trimmer vertically. And I'm gonna cut at 2 3/4. So I'm just gonna line up on my little ruler down here at the bottom. And I'm gonna slice through all of them. And I'm gonna make several passes so it goes all the way through. Okay, and then I'm gonna set the small vertical ones aside, keeping them stacked together in order. Okay, you'll want to keep everything stacked in order as we go. I'm going to turn these horizontally and I'm going to cut them at 3. Okay. Okay. So that's what we have. I'm going to turn them back around this way, keeping them stacked in order, and I'm going to put them just like this. Okay, just like this here. Okay, I'm gonna take the thin strips, turn them horizontally, make sure they're stacked and even, and I'm gonna cut these at 2. Okay, so we're just gonna slice through those. Okay, and this part's gonna go in the lower right-hand corner. And this part's gonna go in the upper right-hand corner. And that's it, we're done with our trimmer. Okay, now let me move these in here. Keeping them in order. Now what you're gonna do is leave the first stack alone, this one here. You're gonna take your small stack in the upper right-hand corner and you're gonna take the first sheet and you're gonna move it to the back. Okay, lay it back down. Take the lower left-hand corner, and you're gonna do 1, 2, okay? And then the lower right-hand corner, you're gonna do 3. 1, 2, 3, okay? So basically what this leaves us is our nice grid pattern here with 4 different prints, okay? So this one you flip once, this one twice, this one 3 times. And what these are gonna do now is lay out on our card like this. And because we flipped them in order of the stack, every one of them is gonna have all 4 patterns just in different places on the card, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these off to the side here, keeping them in order, and we're just gonna glue down. Keep these just like this. Grab my glue. Okay, so as we glue down, we can chat. I hope everybody's doing well. I am. I think I'm gonna film a few videos today. I'm having kind of an okay pain day so far. So I want to get this one filmed and uploaded, our next one filmed and uploaded, because I've got one more set of cards that I know that I want to do, and then I think we'll move on to tags. Okay, so we're just going to glue that one up in the left-hand corner, and because these started out the size of a card mat, I'm going to sit them flush together like this. Now, if you wanted to, there is room if you want to leave a small little, if I had put this up a little higher, you can leave a small gap here to make it look like kind of like window panes if you want to, but I'm not going to do that. You can if you want to. I'm just going to put them flush together. Okay. I'm going to turn my card just so I can sit this flush up against, and I can line up my sides, making sure my sides are even. Okay. And this one's going to go up at the top. I thought this was I'd never seen this technique before. I found it on YouTube. I'm not sure where I found it, but okay, I'm going to line this all the way flush up against the side and lining up the top. So you're just lining up your designs, and this one should fit right in here perfectly. So again, this is called the Stack and Shuffle, and I just thought it was really cool because you got this really cool kind of mosaic, but at least of the 4 cards in the stack, they all look different because each of the prints is sitting in a different spot. So that's really cute, right? Okay, so there's the first one. And grab my next card base. I'm just going to start grabbing off the top of the stacks. I've got one more idea for another set of 12 cards. And again, I think we're going to move to tags after that. And I'm definitely probably going to have enough paper left to do kind of some one-offs cards. In our next set, we're going to utilize some of the stickers. Okay, I'm just going to line this up here. Sorry if my head's in the way. So these are the prints that I chose. Obviously, if you are using this paper collection, you can choose whatever prints you want to use. But I used, I cut down 4 full sheets because the other half of these 4 sheets is enough for another set of card bases. So, and then that still leaves me another, well, actually, I have an idea for another few sets of cards actually. So we're gonna get a lot of cards out of this paper collection. I'm excited about that. I like it when you can use a paper collection just to its fullest and you really feel like you got your money out of it, you know? Okay, so there's that design. Really cute. I like these 4 patterns together. See, that's really cute too, the red with the snowflakes. So when I went to choose these, I was looking at both, sorry for my phone ringing in the background, guys. So when I went to choose these, I was looking at both sides of the paper. Okay, and the initial sheet of paper, I'm just kind of guesstimating where I would put, where I would lay my mat down if it was a full sheet, just leaving like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And I found it easiest for me because I made 8 of these off camera. I found it easier for me if I started with the upper left and then did the lower left. And then laid the right side down. But if you find an easier way to do it, go ahead. Okay. Here we go, up in the right-hand corner. I just fell in love with this. This will not be the last time I use this technique. I like, and you'll notice if you've watched any of my journal videos of putting my journals together, I love to mix patterns. I just find it extremely interesting and makes things look, it's just, my eye likes that. I like a mixture of patterns. And so this particular technique really works for me because I like to mix patterns. Now, if you don't like to mix patterns and you don't like this look, you can do the same thing with maybe 1 or 2 patterns and then cut mats for your 3rd and 4th sheet using solids. And mix a couple of solids in here into this mosaic so that it's not 4 patterns. So if your eye does not like that look, just mix some solids in instead of using 4 patterns. Use 2 patterns and 2 solids. It will work the same way as this. It just won't be so much pattern. Okay. Last piece. Fits right in there. Really cute. And I got that mat on totally crooked, but that's okay. Okay, so there's our 4 cards, okay, with our patterns all sitting in different spots. Now, we need a focal point, so let me show you what I did. Okay, I made these little focal points, and this is a 1 3/4 inch circle punch topped onto a 2-inch scallop punch, and I used cream color and black. And this stamp is from May Made It. I told you most of my Christmas stamps are May Made It. And this is called Ornamental Greetings. And it's got this cute little ornament here, and all these little sayings fit inside this ornament. And these little circle ones here fit perfectly on a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. So I just stamped the one that said, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Okay, so that's going to be my focal point here. But as I was looking at that, I thought, I just really felt like it needed something else other than just that. And I wanted to put this kind of where all the papers intersected, but I felt like it needed something else. So what I did was I chose another pattern from the paper collection, and it's this little gray snowflake print, because I wanted to use a color that was kind of like a solid. Okay, because this is gray and it's got white snowflakes, so it's almost a solid. So I wanted to use something that was almost a solid, but in a color that was not in the card, okay, so that it stood out. And what I did was, this is a strip that is 1 1/2 inch wide, and I cut it 3 1/2 inches long, so 3 1/2 by 1 1/2. And then what I did was I took my cute little edge punch that I have here. This is a Martha Stewart. I do not know what it's called. And what I did was I turned it over and I centered, see if you can see that, I centered my strip in the design so that the point of the design was in the middle, and I just punched them. If you do not have a cute, little edge punch that you want to use, I would suggest, let me just grab a scrap of paper here, one that I stamped off, in case any of you don't know what is it called? A banner, a ribbon tail. What I would do is take the end and I would just ribbon tail it. So you just would cut up in the middle, and then corner to middle, and then corner to middle, just like that. So you end up with a ribbon tail. And that will look just as cute as that. That would be like really cute too on there. So if you don't have an edge punched, you can just do a ribbon tail cut at the end of your little strips, because that'd be super cute too. So, but I ended up just punching the ends of mine. And what I'm gonna do is lay this piece down, and I'm gonna lay it flush to the right side of the mat and over where, actually, I think I did it a little bit lower. I did it to where this little dip in my punch was right in the middle of where these two intersect. So do you see how, let me hold this up. You see how this little dip in my punch is sitting right over where these intersect here, these two papers, is like right in the middle right there. So just kind of in that area, but you can put it wherever you want. If you want to put it higher, if you want to cover up all the intersections, you could do that. That's just where I thought it looked best for me. So I'm just going to glue these down. Just where you want them. This is just where I thought it looked nice for me. So I'm just going to go flush against the right hand side, just kind of lower on the card, just like that. So we'll glue these down. These were fun. I really liked how they turned out. right here. Okay, and then for my focal point, I'm going to pop them up. So I just put my 3M foam tape on the back of my little scallop here. And I'm going to put some glue because my foam tape is old. And I'm just going to kind of put this to the right side of that little banner, right about there. Really cute. Okay, get these last two done. And last one. These were very easy and really cute. I'm all for a very cute design that is easy to execute. So the simple thing to remember on this one is really to keep your, when you're doing all your cutting, is keeping those patterns stacked. So the only thing that I was a little unhappy with this and how this turned out is I felt like my gray kind of blended in with this white. With this white pattern I have here, I felt like it did really stand out. So if you look at this one where it's mostly covered up, you can really see that banner on these prints right here. So I felt like it got a little bit lost on the white here, but it's still really cute. I did kind of feel like I needed something right here, and I think we'll address that in when we embellish them. I think maybe like a bow or something right here. I just feel like it's kind of missing something right there. So I think we'll address that in the embellishment process. So here's my other stack of 8 that I did. So we ended up with 12 of those, and we still have the other half of those sheets, full sheets, the other half of those full sheets that are definitely big enough to be full photo mats. We have this full sheet left to do something with. We have this sheet, and I think I have an idea for these. I'm thinking about making some slimline cards, which I've never made before, but I think this banner sheet here lends itself to being slimline cards, so I think we'll do that. And then I think we have, well, we have our whole page of tags here still to do something with, and I think I have an idea for these. Another kind of different fold that I've never done before, but I kind of fell in love with. So lots to come still, and we are up to 30 cards. We have these 12 that we just did today. We have our first gatefold that we did. We've got 12 of those. And then we have our 6 5x7s that we did the other day. So we are up to 30 cards, and I still have another plan for at least another 24. And then we still have tags to do. So there's still a lot of fun to be had with this paper collection. I hope you stick with me, keep watching the videos. And as always, everyone have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.